What's up, everyone?
What's up, guys?
Welcome back to our channel today. You know what? Let's start off today's video with this little guy. He'll put a smile on everyone's face.
He is a cutie. We love our cute friend.
He is a cutie. Oh my gosh, you guys. The past few weeks, as you know, have been a little bit of a whirlwind. And if you watched our last video, we mentioned there was even more stuff that's been going on kind of behind the scenes that we have not even brought up yet. But
so basically, in a nutshell, Brittany and I have had a lot of visits to the doctor. I personally have actually had probably the blunt force of all.
Oh yes, I was just sick. Yeah. So mine is good. I had a sinus infection. We both got sick.
Yeah.
So being sick on top of getting all this news for Jared, it's just been a lot to kind of take in and handle. Hence why we haven't videoed as much. But
so we haven't been visiting as much, honestly, because we feel awful, and that's really why we haven't been videoing very much.
A little overwhelmed, you know?
Yeah, very, like physically haven't been feeling good, and also just like mentally haven't been doing so hot. So I actually wasn't really sure if I was gonna share any of this stuff or not, but I figured it's important to know, especially for anyone else that's like experiencing similar stuff like this, and so I figured, you know, why not, you know, share it with you guys.
I know, you guys, Jared has, I mean, you guys know, he's shared so much. This is obviously really personal stuff, especially when it comes to male factor infertility. It's just not talked a lot about. Azoospermia.
And if it can help out like someone else that's experiencing the same thing, like I definitely like want to do that. As you guys know, I was born with a super rare genetic condition that affects like 0.01% of babies born. So it's really rare. Anyway, but
that is the cause of his azoospermia.
Exactly. So that's the cause of my.
There's many different causes, but that is Jared's cause.
As a result, it makes me infertile, and our only hope of having a biological child was through this surgery called a Microtese, which I had done on me on January 3rd of this year, so a long time ago.
It's been almost a year.
Yeah. So fast forward to now, I'm still experiencing pain from the surgery. So that can mean a number of things, and I'll get to that here in a second. One of the things that the doctor told me that after the surgery is that it could potentially decline my testosterone, just as a result of the surgery, and because of my genetic condition, that my testosterone would just lower in general.
Yeah.
I thought that would be like a few years down the road, but fast forward to now, I have lowered testosterone. We've gotten that checked numerous times. Ended up going to go see a urologist here, and while I was speaking to him, I was basically telling him I'm still feeling pain after my surgery, and he tested my levels again, and with my blood work, one of the lab results came back abnormal, and we'll get to that in a separate video just because there's kind of like two big things going on right here, and like they're two massive things. And so he actually wanted me to go get an ultrasound done, so I actually have that scheduled for later today. And the ultrasound is basically to test for how I'm doing after the post-surgery, but also if I'm experiencing pain down there, it actually could be because of testicular cancer, which is really hard to even say.
Yeah, I can't even believe. We obviously we knew with Jared's genetic condition, we were told when we found out about this a year ago that he was more prone to that, and that's something we would have to stay on top of. We just didn't expect to hear that, like he wanted to check for that this soon.
Like less than a year later.
But on the upside, trying to look at the bright side of everything, it's kind of precautionary. He was just worried, he said, with you experiencing pain still, because we were told even after Microtese, they said you can experience pain for a while, and so we just thought it was part of that.
Yeah, in some rare cases you can experience it for like the rest of your life, but anyway, I'm hoping, I'm already rare, as you guys know, with the...
He is rare, he's a rare gem, we all know that about Jared.
So I'm hoping that, you know, that's the case here. I don't know when I'll find out the results. It might be a couple days, and so yeah, I guess we'll go in, get tested, and see what happens.
Yeah, so basically, you guys, in short, he just wants to be cautious, stay on top of this, knowing Jared's condition. It's better just to be, you know, on top of it, make sure everything looks good. One other thing that we should know is that Jared's surgeon that did the operation, he did say, you know, a lot of the times after Microtese, when you get tests like this done, it can come back showing they think it's like cancerous.
Because there's so much scar tissue that's been built up because of the surgery that it's often been mistaken for being signs of cancer.
Yes.
And so they said basically whatever results you get, make sure you send it to us. We can like verify it if it's anything and kind of just go from there. But yeah, it's scary all around because I'm essentially doing a test to see if I have cancer.
It's nerve-wracking. There's obviously a lot of emotion that goes into this on top of everything else, you know, with infertility that we've been sifting through and everything like this. This was not news we wanted to really hear, but like we said, at the same time, we are grateful that we're gonna go in, get it checked. I mean, prayers and everything that it's nothing and that, you know, everything looks good and he's healing. And
so yeah, this week I have essentially 2 really big tests going on. There's this one, and then the one after this one is
Friday.
It's on Friday, and it's a huge one.
And that one we'll get into in another video. Pretty much it has to do with, like,
I don't know when we'll know the results on that one, but
he had another level come back that was abnormal that they want to check for something else. So you guys, it's just a lot of heavy stuff right now, and you know what, that's part of life. Like, you have your ups, your downs, but that's kind of going on behind the scenes with everything. And so we're gonna go to the hospital here in a couple hours, get things checked out, and we will keep you guys updated. But I know you guys are gonna be so sweet and send all the love and messages this guy's way. So ahead of time, thank you. We love you guys. Thank you for letting us open up and share this. A huge shout out to Jared. I mean, I know he's sharing this sensitive information. Hopefully it can help someone else out there that's going through this.
Going through this, or anyone that's out there thinking about doing a microtese. You know?
This can, you know,
this is something that can lead to that. So yeah, just heads up. Just got in here, about to get my ultrasound done. A little bit nervous. Gave me instructions on how to change and everything. Gonna do that right now, and then we'll find out what's going on from here. Very, very nervous right now. I don't know if you can tell, my hands are shaking tremendously. Okay, about to find out something really bad or something really good. Well guys, we are back inside the car right now. Got my little badge of honor there.
Taking off my visitor pass.
I know, I gotta take off mine too, but anyways, I don't even know if we're gonna share this or not, but we'll basically kind of just see how things go. Essentially, I had to get an ultrasound done by request from my urologist. Guess what, we're gonna find out results tomorrow, maybe at the soonest. Might find it out the next day or two, but
they said the doctor obviously will just have to review the results. They just do the ultrasound, they can't really tell anything. I couldn't go back there with them, I just was in the waiting room.
Yeah, just me, my lonesome self. I try to capture a little bit for, I guess for everyone, just because it is kind of a unique situation. But anyway, so it is a little bit nerve-wracking just because it could be like testicular cancer. So that's obviously a huge, big scare.
This is why we're staying on top of it. Like, we just knew with this diagnosis that you got, you know, this is something we're gonna always have to stay on top of. And so anyways, prayers, you guys, that it all comes back clear and good for our sweet Jared. This is just not something else we need to be worrying about right now, but obviously it's important, and we want to make sure that
I'm pretty nervous right now. We're both pretty nervous.
Cautious, it's a lot, as you can imagine.
It's a lot to go, especially with like everything that's going on, like the last like couple weeks, even this last year. This year just kicked off with like awfulness. So we're hoping that we can have some good news. Yes,
we're praying, we're hoping. I know you guys will be so sweet and supportive if we do choose to share this. But this is just kind of part of this whole diagnosis,
Yeah.
factor infertility, and I think it's important for, I know a lot of people follow us that are getting microteses or have
Yeah.
had them, and I do think like this is kind of good knowledge to have. So obviously
yeah.
depends on your cause of azoospermia as well.
Yeah.
There's lots of differences with that, so just keep that in mind as well.
Yeah,
But
well, you're gonna have the scar tissue regardless, but yeah.
that's true. The
Yeah.
scar tissue will be there, but
Yeah.
with your diagnosis, he said
Yeah.
you're more prone to certain cancers and things like that.
Yeah,
That's-
exactly.
That's the
Anyway.
big key thing here. So.
But yeah, so we'll find out and go from there.
All right, it's been a few hours, you guys. Honestly, this is just a lot of emotions, a lot of feelings, obviously, and we're just trying to navigate it all. Typically, we were talking, don't worry, we had a good little cry sesh.
Yeah.
But typically, we would go just like, stay inside, crawl in bed, but we do nothing. And you know what? We're like, this is precautionary. We don't have any news yet. And we're gonna try and stay optimistic about this and try and take our minds off of it. So we're gonna go get outside for a little bit.
And also, just in addition to that, with the test I have coming up on Friday, stress is a #1 factor of something I need to avoid.
Yes.
So
that plays into it as well. But honestly, this is something we can't control. And as of right now, we don't have anything to report.
Yeah,
So we shouldn't worry. Like, this is all precautionary. It's good to stay on top of it, like we mentioned earlier, even though obviously it's still very emotional and just like it's hard not to let your mind wander there. We're gonna try our best not to right now.
I think we've had our minds wander plenty with
over the last few weeks.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or even with our, whole
the past year.
Yeah. So we know what that road's like, and I don't want to do it this time.
Yeah,
so.
you guys, we're praying a lot. We have faith. I really think this will all work out, obviously, how it's supposed to. And so we're going to go get outside for a little. That's something we love. Jared especially loves.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go take our minds off of this. You guys, look at this butterfly that's just right next to us. Oh my gosh. Benny's looking at it. What do you see, puppy? It's a good thing you're tied in there, huh? Isn't that so pretty? Wow.
Oh, he's flying a little bit.
Where's it? Oh. Whoa, it's gonna land on me! Oh my gosh! Did it land on me?
No, it's right above you.
Oh my gosh, but it's sticking around. That's pretty cool. you guys. That was so needed. I think that was so nice just to get outside.
I like the scooter rides.
Jared loves, I mean, you
They're
guys
fun.
know he loves scooter rides.
And it kind of hurts to ride a bike for me, so.
Yeah.
After the surgery.
Little Finn had so much fun. We actually ended up over at the park, of course. He got to run around and have fun, and then it happened to be the sunset, so we went out on the beautiful dock, got to watch the sunset.
Our
as
little
well.
tradition. That was fun.
I know, you
That's
guys.
what I needed. That's what I wanted.
Florida, we just love it here.
Yeah.
It's been such a little,
Slice of heaven.
yeah, just a little slice of heaven. You could definitely say that.
Yeah.
So we were just talking about how we're super grateful. We're getting ahead of anything that may be coming.
Yeah.
That we did get some, you know, tests done.
Yeah.
And so far, you guys, we're not gonna worry too much. So it's all in God's hands, obviously, and whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen, and we know we can face anything that may come. I mean, we've already faced a lot this year.
Yep.
So
Yeah, we got another big test coming up, and I guess whenever we find out those results, we'll let you guys know on that as well.
yeah, well,
And whenever we find out the results of, you know, this test,
one.
so.
Yeah, so that one's Friday. We'll update you in another video. It's just all a lot, so we
I think
were
the
just
one on
thinking
Friday is bigger, in my opinion. It's a little bit scarier for me,
Well,
so.
yeah, it's all just a lot to try and think through, you guys. So I think we're just taking it one day at a time. I think we're gonna go ahead and close out the video. I think now is the time we're gonna go in and watch our little show, just unwind. But I know you guys are gonna be so supportive and sweet. You always are, especially when we share news like this. It's life. We understand that. Like we said, we're gonna be praying, obviously, for great results. We know we can get through anything, and we love you guys. So
Love you guys.
with
We'll see
that,
ya.
we will see you all next time.
Bye.
Bye.